the Trump mobile phone.
Introducing the new T1 phone from Trump Mobile, a powerful device designed for performance, reliability, and real American value. Built with premium materials and a sleek modern design,
The Trump mobile phone.
It finally came.
Gold casing, a flag stamped on the back. This long-awaited T1 phone from Trump Mobile is finally here.
JEJEfied, JEJEfied, JEJEfied,
It's JEJEfied.
JEJEfied.
It's a vibe.
Oh, I got my amazing queen with me.
Thanks, my love. The amazing nose.
So Lewis and Gabriel, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. We got to talk about the Trump mobile phone.
President Trump's oldest sons are making a big announcement, unveiling a new cellular service designed to deliver top-tier connectivity. And it coincides with the 10th anniversary of their father's first campaign launch.
We had to develop technologies over the last 10 years to kind of coincide with the problems of this country, right? First, we were deplatformed as a family. We were thrown off of Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and so we created Truth Social. Then obviously we were canceled by every bank in this country, and so we created World Liberty Finance, and we really got into the crypto space, and today we're getting into the mobile phone space, and we want to disrupt that market. I mean, everybody has one in their pocket. I don't think they've been all that innovative over the last 5 years. They're not offering kind of the functionality and features that they should. A lot of people are getting ripped off, to say the least, because they don't pay attention to their cell phone plans. So I think we can do it better, we can do it cheaper. We plan to build phones in America. All of our customer support is in America. You're speaking to Americans, so we're building a mobile network by Americans for Americans, and so we started Trump Mobile.
The Trump mobile phone.
It finally came.
It's been going on. People have ordered and complained. I did
That
not.
the customer, yes, and then some people complained about the customer service now.
Like, they've been waiting for this phone. They've made their orders and
Hey, Trump supporter here. This goes out to Don Jr. and Eric. Where the is my phones? I ordered 4 gold Trump phones in the summer. Now we can't get any updates on them.
He's not alone. A bunch of customers and MAGA fans are very angry to find that Donald Trump is breaking his word again. The Trump's family business has duped whatever fans it has left. This latest grift involves the Trump family's business failure to deliver promised Trump phones after getting down payments on them from a lot of customers. Now, how many people would actually like to buy a Trump gold phone at this juncture, say in the last year? Well, considering the past ripoffs and the fact that no major cell phones are actually produced in the U.S., so this seemed like a long shot, well, you might think not that many. But the answer is, well over 500,000 people each paid a $100 deposit to get in on the planned and promised Trump phone. Not a single confirmed customer, though, has gotten one. This is a report from the IBT. Meanwhile, the website for the so-called Trump Mobile, which isn't very mobile, includes a disclaimer. A pre-order doesn't guarantee a device will be produced or made available for purchase. I mean, that is just out there. A pre-order means not a pre-order. We just hold your $100 and we might never make the phone. The so-called Trump phone was announced with a lot of fanfare by Trump's sons last year.
Today we're here to introduce Trump Mobile, making phones in America. It's about time we bring products back to our great country.
We're going to be having call centers for Trump Mobile in St. Louis, so we're keeping our data onshore.
We plan to build phones in America. All of our customer support is in America. A lot of people are getting ripped off, to say the least, because they don't pay attention to their cell phone plans. So I think we can do it better.
People are getting ripped off. They're going to do a better job. They're actually doing no job because they haven't shipped any phones. The company's selling point was that this somewhat gilded device would be made in America. You heard that in some of those clips. Now they say it will be proudly American. I guess that's kind of how the phone identifies. It will be designed with American values in mind. Sure. Whatever. But that's not how country of origin labeling works. If you're going to make something here or have it abroad, the mother of all tariffs president ought to know that. The phone reportedly now predominantly made in China. But again, that's if it's made. So far, the company now says, don't assume if you buy one or part of one that it'll ever be produced. So we don't know if it's ever going to be made or where.
It's been taking forever to come.
The Trump phone that was announced in like the summer of 2025 was supposed to come out, never came out. 600,000 MAGA supporters tossed down $100 deposit to get their shiny Trump phone, and it was nowhere to be seen. And then the terms of service, the contract language changed mysteriously, unexpectedly, quietly, to say that, well, the $100 that you're giving isn't to get a phone in return. It's to have the opportunity, if and when we ever decide, maybe not up to you, up to us, if we ever actually do make a phone.
So look at this from More Perfect Union. 590,000 people paid $59 million for the Trump Gold phone. A year later, not a single one has shipped. Not a single one. No one has received a phone. The original release date was August 2025. Now, all info about the release date has been removed from the website. According to MoneyWise, Trump Mobile quietly updated its pre-order deposit terms and conditions. On April 6, 2026, at the time of writing, the terms and conditions read, quote, a pre-order deposit provides only a conditional opportunity if Trump Mobile later elects in its sole discretion to offer the device for sale. Excuse you? I know you gave us money for this thing that we promised to deliver at this date, but it turns out we have sole discretion to determine whether or not we want to send you anything at all. What? A deposit is not a purchase, does not constitute acceptance of an order, does not create a contract for sale, does not transfer ownership or title interest, does not allocate or reserve specific inventory, and does not guarantee that a device will be produced or made available for purchase. Are you fucking kidding me? The terms also add that a binding sales contract is formed not only if the customers complete checkout, submit full payment, and Trump accepts and successfully processes that payment, but also if Trump Mobile makes the device available for sale, adding that there's no guarantee of release, delivery, or timing.
It's been taking forever to come. But eventually some people have been receiving their phones.
Because they don't want to go to lawsuit now without providing that.
Gold casing, a flag stamped on the back. This long-awaited T1 phone from Trump Mobile is finally here. It was in June last year that the president's sons announced a bold new venture.
Today, we're here to introduce Trump Mobile.
The phone marketed as a patriotic alternative to big tech and promised as an American-made phone.
We're keeping our data onshore. We're going to be manufacturing the phones.
Trump Mobile said the phone would be released in August. NBC News put down the $100 deposit that same month.
Thank you for your order, Brian Chung.
But 9 months passed with 12 phone calls and countless emails to the company. But one day after this report last week,
here we are in May of 2026, and there appears to be no sign of it.
Someone on behalf of Trump Mobile contacted me and said devices were going out to the media.
And, okay, here it is. Here is the long-awaited Trump Mobile phone.
Yes, it's one thing to take money from a product and not deliver the product. It's another thing.
Yeah, that one is not delivering it. What would you call that? Swindling. And then now another thing is deliver the product and then the product is mediocre. That's scam now.
Scammer.
The phone is taller than an iPhone 17 and comes with 512 gigabytes of storage at a relatively cheap $499, which the company says is promotional pricing.
Truth Social, pre-installed on the phone.
Like any other phone, it can make calls, send texts,
do some wide angles,
and takes pretty good photos too. The phone looks different from how it was originally advertised. The original language on the website said the phone would be made in the USA, language that has since been scrubbed from the website, now saying American Proud Design, with an American flag that has only 11 stripes. Experts say the phone resembles a phone made in Taiwan.
It looks very similar. It has a very distinct shape.
Yeah, that does look really similar. Almost identical so far.
We're not set up for a mid-range, kind of mid-budget phone to be made in that way here in the United States.
T1 has been hitting those who order T1.
Some people are saying that it's a HTC phone that got released 2 years ago that is about $200 that was just wrapped in gold foil. Not real gold foil. You know what I mean.
If I had to put money on it, I would say that's the HTC U24 Pro.
Representatives for Trump Mobile did not respond to questions about whether the phone is made in the U.S., and the White House did not confirm if President Trump himself is using the phone bearing his name.
Gold. Gold everywhere.
Just like the White House type of Home Depot gold.
Gold is
crazy.
Watch this absolutely bereft of details commercial about the dipshit Trump phone.
Introducing the new T1 phone from Trump Mobile, a powerful device designed for performance, reliability, and real American value. Built with premium materials and a sleek modern design, the T1 delivers the speed and responsiveness you expect from a flagship smartphone without the flagship price. Engineered to keep up with your day, the T1 delivers dependable performance whether you're streaming, navigating, working, or staying connected with family and friends, giving you the confidence of a phone that's ready whenever you need it. The brilliant display makes streaming, browsing, and staying connected feel smooth and effortless. Unlike many modern flagship devices, the T1 includes a 3.5mm headphone jack, allowing users to utilize their existing audio equipment. Capture sharp photos, clear video, and the moments that matter most with a camera system designed for everyday life. Right out of the box, the T1 phone includes a charging cable, charging block, and a clear protective case, giving you a few useful essentials right from the start.
Oh my God, what a breakthrough technology of a flagship phone. It's got a headphone jack, y'all. An actual headphone jack. Don't worry about your Bluetooth headphone. They'll probably work too, but there's a headphone jack. It's the height of technological ability.
So people have been getting the phones. So we're going to be listening to their reactions.
Yeah. And then before we listen to the reactions now, even some people too, I guess, did mention that their data got leaked too.
TrumpMobile.com is leaking customer information. And I know that because, sadly, I am one of those customers whose mailing address, email address, everything short of credit card number is being leaked via a security exploit that I'm not going to go into too much detail to explain, but it's not complicated. I mean, exactly how it works was explained to me. I'm not a computer expert, but even I can understand the mechanics of it, meaning it's very low-hanging fruit. Basically, this past weekend, I was reached out to among many other people who have Trump Mobile accounts to let us know that our identification was being served up. This was by somebody who said they had no interest in doxing me, but they just wanted to let me know that this was happening. This person had my order information, my mailing address. They had other people's information as well that they shared with me just to prove it was real. Of course, blurring out the actual address data. From what I can tell, the person who contacted me, they're just interested in getting this fixed. They contacted the Trump Mobile team. They didn't respond. After seeing this, I conferred with another famous YouTuber who's also a Trump Mobile, orderer. They were also concerned. Their information is on there. So we reached out also to the Trump Mobile team thinking maybe, somebody with more kind of reach will hopefully be able to escalate this. We have received no response from the official team. So basically how we feel is there's a public interest in letting people know, do not order on TrumpMobile.com unless you're ready for your information to be leaked.
Crazy.
Their credit card information, their name, their address, and everything associated with them buying the phone got leaked.
Crazy.
It's basically that bad. And also raises concerns given that Trump Mobile is offering a cellular service. I don't know how much of a view they would have into people's browsing histories, call history, location data, but I would assume they keep some of that data. And if that is the case, I'd be very concerned given how much, or should I say, how little protection they give to your basic customer information, which should be obviously like under lock and key.
I guess that was Coffeezilla, right?
Yeah, he mentioned that. And then also how they were lying that they sold 600,000 units, whereby it's just about 10,000 or something like that too.
10. Less of that.
Now, among other things that were discovered while realizing that, my address is out on TrumpMobile.com being served up to anyone who knows this security exploit, we also found out that the real number of customer orders is much lower than we thought previously. It had been reported that 600,000 people ordered the T1 phone. Turns out that number was basically made up from thin air. But actually looking at the customer, unique IDs, it looks like the real number of actual customers on this website was more like roughly 10,000 unique customers with roughly 30,000 unique customer phone orders. I don't know if that also includes Trump Mobile itself as a cellular service plan. I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like about 30,000 different orders went through, much lower than previously reported, about 5% actually of what was previously reported.
The proposed amount that was mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to listen to the reaction and we'll come back and give you our take.
Okay.
You got the phone. First, how does it work? You've been playing with it all day.
Yeah, I mean, it works like any other phone. It's got Android on here. I think, again, it's going to be a surprise to people that there's a Truth Social preloaded onto the phone. And you'll also...
it's a Trump Mobile phone.
It is a Trump Mobile phone.
Yeah.
And again, there's been a lot of chatter about the 11 stripes on the back instead of 13, although maybe the Trump Mobile is the 13. But I think a lot of people are asking a lot of questions. Again, this was a phone that was supposed to be made in the USA. The side of the box here says proudly assembled in the USA. So
what does that mean?
Well, there are implications. So the FTC actually declares whether or not you can say if a phone is made in the USA. It depends on the parts. If you say assembled in the USA, that means that the parts could come from abroad. But if a substantial amount of the assembly happens in the US, then you can say it's assembled in the US. But again, not exactly what was originally advertised when this was first announced in Trump Tower.
Yeah. The managing editor of CNET. He's one of just a few people who's gotten his hands on the Trump phone. Patrick, you've looked at a lot of phones in your work, and you spent a whole day using this one before giving it to a colleague for further testing. What were your immediate impressions of it?
It looks nothing like the original image that we saw about a year ago, which kind of looked like an altered iPhone 16 Pro. Next, the gold color. In real life, it kind of varies depending on what lighting you're in. Sometimes it looks like those gold coins that Scrooge McDuck would jump into for DuckTales. Other times it's got a mustard vibe to it. And yet other times it kind of looks like a urine sample. But my hesitation is I would not recommend it, not because of that, but largely because we just don't know certain things about it. We don't know what the processor is in the phone. We don't know what the software and security updates will be. For example, companies like Samsung or Google will commit to 7 years. So if you buy a phone, you'll know that you have till 2033 to use that phone. And that makes me wonder if the last big worry is if this phone will actually ship. While a couple of us in the media do have it, I can't find many cases of actual customers who put their money down to order the phone with the phone.
The phone was initially advertised as being made in the U.S., and then the company said, as I mentioned, that it was designed with American values in mind. That's a really different thing. And you point out that the phone, the box, the manual, the packaging, it doesn't say anything about where it was made. Could you find that anywhere?
Well, on the box, the outside the box, it said assembled in the USA. Now, you could interpret that with a regular phone to mean that it was put together in the country that's listed. They could be being a little literal here, and it could be that they put the phone in the box and that the box was assembled in the USA.
Is made for Americans. That they kind of got the American flag wrong. So far, no vapors or anything have come out of the box. You actually get a wall charger. And it's a clear case. They got the stars right. The stripes, however, that represent the 13 colonies, well, kind of missing a couple. T1, it's on Android. Back is plastic. It's got a camera oval with 3 cameras in it. And this is called a waterfall screen where it curves around the side. We saw a lot of these in like Samsung phones like 5 or 6 years ago. And then you kind of have the joint where the screen meets the body. So this is kind of has like almost like an apex to it. So you have like our volume rocker here, and of course the power button there, our headphone jack. So far it looks like our standard Android apps, a lot of Google stuff. Doctegrity, that's not a usual app. This app is called Truth Social. I've not used it before, but I believe it's a social media network. It has the date and time, and on the left side, it has the T1 phone logo. It's on all the photos I've taken. It's real, we have it. We did place a pre-order, and Trump Mobile did expedite our order because we are CNET.com. I hope that other people who pre-ordered it and who are not media outlets will also get their pre-orders, because if not, that would suck. And if they're not actually going to ship it to all these customers, I hope those customers are able to get a refund.
Take the name Trump out and tell me that conservatives wouldn't be beside themselves, encouraging everyone from the FTC to the FBI to file charges and prosecute whoever was behind this obvious fraud. Some of you maybe shelled out $100 for a phone that you haven't gotten, and I'd be surprised if you ever got it. And if you did, not going to be made in the USA. And by the way, the prototype that they released that was on their website for a while looked like it was just an Android phone with a golden cover on it. Not a Trump T1 phone manufactured in the USA. I guarantee you, though, you will see more stories about this in the coming days, because even the MAGAs, if you look at some of the message boards, are pissed off about it.
So you've heard it all from them. You've heard it all from the people that ordered the T1.
And they're not happy.
It's not a good look.
Something that I didn't hear talked about a lot was specifically the new language around Made in America, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but there has been a big push to get Made in America, the phrase, to be not just anyone can say it, right? You have to actually not take advantage of people. This has been a long time thing. People would make products and say it's made in the USA, and actually it's not. And so this is an executive order from the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, ensuring truthful advertising of products to be claiming to be made in America. Now, some of you guys may not know, but Trump Mobile, so this is my product, I'm a valued customer, and some of you may not know that actually the Trump Mobile T1 phone said it was made in the USA, okay? This was back in June 16th, 2025. This is like one of their initial ways of promoting it. Now, let's go back to the language of this executive action, because the question is like, is this a scam? Like, what is going on here? And basically, it may be in violation of this, because it says, the manufacturers claim that a product is made in America or any similar American origin claims constitutes a violation of law. This executive order says Americans have a right to clear, accurate, substantiated, and accessible information regarding whether products advertised as made in America are actually made in the United States. Protecting American consumers from fraudulent American origin claims also benefits businesses investing in American manufacturing products. Makes sense, right? You don't want to buy something that you are told is made in America and is ultimately not. Well, is Trump phone made in America? Well, let's see what they say in their announcement.
This morning, you've got an announcement on a new phone. Tell me about that and what you're looking to, quote unquote, correct here.
And Trump Mobile is going to revolutionize cell phones, mobile calling. We're going to do it better. We're going to do it safer. We're going to have more functionality, more features. And the coolest thing about all these ventures is we're doing it right here in the United States. You're not calling up call centers in Bangladesh. You're not, you're doing it right out of St. Louis, Missouri. And you're going to have phones that are made right here in the United States of America.
Eric is in charge of our division, which builds the phones, which, by the way, are going to be made here in the USA. So we'll be employing people for customer service, for remanufacturing of phones, as well as for the opportunity of building our own phone.
Okay, so that's a pretty specific claim, right? And that's why unambiguously on June 16th, on their big day when they're announcing this stuff, they say it's made in the USA. Although when you go to it later, all of a sudden you get a little change to the website. It says customer service call center is based in the USA. What? So we've gone from the entire phone made in the USA to, okay, we put our call center there. We put our call center in the United States. And then later I checked again, and now they're specifically promoting designed with American values in mind. Now, how does that work? So you could be in China, but you're thinking about America. I'm thinking about bald eagles as I'm designing your phone. What is designed with American values in mind? American proud design. How does this not constitute a violation of this Made in America thing? They're very clearly pitching, hey, we're American design, American values. They even say brought to life right here in the USA, American hands behind every device. That's very clearly pitching people on the idea that this is American made, but actually it doesn't appear to be. And that actually is the entire point of this executive order, is to stop people from ripping off customers who are trying to, buy American. You shouldn't be confused by a marketplace that is trying to upsell you a product that is actually just bought overseas and reskinned or whatever.
So what you guys think? You're out there and you order the T1 phone. How is your T1 phone treating you?
Or how is the HTC phone treating you?
Drop a comment and let us know. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. It's JJ Vibe.
JEJE.
See you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye now.